Alright, so first mod on the list is a scope for the Bulletstorm, and this basically adds a scope for the Bulletstorm in first person whenever you aim down sights. And this mod can be useful if you mostly rely on the first person perspective in Helldivers. And this can make your shots a little bit more accurate if you don't prefer third person. Next quality of life mod is the markers for the MineField, and this basically makes it even more clear to know where the mines are. And this can be very useful, especially in co-op gameplay, in case your teammates use a lot of mines. This makes the mines a lot more noticeable to see, and you can easily evade them. This mod also applies to the bot mines on the automaton front. And this can be quite helpful because sometimes the bot mines can be invisible, or you may accidentally step on one. Next mod is the Tesla Tower indicator, and this adds a visual indicator of the effect range or a safe distance from the tower. This mod also applies to the lightning spires found on Illuminate fronts. If you die frequently from those lightning spires or catches you off guard, then you might need this mod. Next is a Hip-fire Reticle for the anti-material rifle, and this basically adds a third-person reticle for this weapon, just like how you would see from the other weapons from Helldivers. This mod can be very useful if you have to quickly rely on third person and need accurate shots. We also have a mod for a laser sight added to the anti-material rifle, and this is like a needed attachment in Helldivers. I personally prefer this over the Hip-fire Reticle. Next mod is the Fog Remover 9001, and this allows you to remove fog partially instead of like fully. I know I covered this in my last video from part 1, but keeps every kind of atmospheric fog intact while maintaining that visibility. And yeah, this is like definitely a perfect balance. This mod can be especially useful if you go to foggy planets a lot, like those acid planets, and you can definitely see a lot of enemies more clearly. This mod can be especially useful for modifiers and missions like blizzards, and you can like definitely see a lot more clearly. Next mod on the list is a Stim overlay removal, which removes the overlay effect of the Stim in Experimental Infusion Booster. This definitely pairs well with another mod that removes the stimming sound from the Experimental Infusion Booster. I mean, if you combo these mods, then you can definitely enjoy your gameplay without any visual or auditory annoyance. Next mod is the glowing SEAF artillery shells, and this gives every SEAF artillery shell an emissive band that glows. And this can be pretty useful if you're trying to find SEAF shells pretty quickly. Next mod on the list is a alternate muzzle flash for the Maxigun. If you use the Maxigun a lot and you notice the muzzle flash to be a little bit big, then this mod might be the solution because it reduces the muzzle flash to make it even more smaller so that you can target your enemies more clearly. I know this is not quality of life, but you have to change the sound of the Maxigun. It absolutely sounds terrible in the base game. This is the sound mod I use for the Maxigun. Another useful mod is the indicators for the C4 pack, which adds an indicator to show more clearly what mode the C4 backpack is in. It also adds one to the C4 itself to better locate it in the environment. And that's all the quality of life mods that I currently have installed in my PC. I've made separate videos, part 1 and 2, about the quality of life series, so go check that out. Let me know what quality of life mod made the biggest difference in your dives. Drop it down below in the comments. Also, let me know if you want me to do a solo super hell dive with these quality of life mods installed or the immersive mods that I have in my PC. And that's it for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.